Hey guys, it's Nice19 and welcome back to another tryout. Today's tryout is on Tiny Metal. Tiny Metal is a game I played on Switch. I think it's also available on Steam and PS4, and it's an Advance Wars style tactical strategy game. I played it for about an hour and a half. I think I did like 5 of the missions in the story mode or something like that. Tiny Metal has a very compelling visual style. I like the way that it sort of is like miniatures and cardboard cutouts and stuff like that. It's a very compelling style that I appreciate just like watching. It's got some weirdness in its presentation with like, it seems like it has full Japanese voice acting in the cutscenes, but it doesn't have English voice acting in the cutscenes. But it does have English voice acting for like battle shouts and stuff like that. So there's English voice acting in the game. They just did not cast like people to play the main characters in the cutscenes. And so it's a lot of text with like this noise. It's kind of weird, but like this is an indie game. I sort of understand why they probably didn't have the budget for something like that, especially for something so visually compelling and stylish. There's going to be a point where they don't have the money to accomplish everything, and I get that. I think like to be a little bit more mixed on it, it's, from what I've played so far, relatively simple and kind of rough around the edges a little bit. I think generally people are mixed on this one, and I've not really played an Advance Wars game. I think I played like a little bit of one many years ago. So like I don't have the biggest understanding of how these games really work from a personal perspective, but I have played a little bit of Fire Emblem and I know how that stuff works. And there's a lot of intricacies in Fire Emblem that I imagine maybe Advance Wars doesn't have, because they are sort of two different types of this genre. But compared to that, this is pretty simplistic, and like I said, rough around the edges. There's little things that are weird, like pressing the confirm button. So it's like I'm pressing the button to move this place, attack these people, and then it swaps to like the enemy's turn or something, and I press the button and it pauses the game for some reason. There's so many buttons on the controller. I don't know why this one also pauses the game. That's not really something that I would want it to do. If anything, I'd want it to sort of skip or fast forward. So there's just some like roughness around the edges. So far, it's not been to the point where it's an issue for me. What has been a bit more of an issue for me is that in the cutscenes, the text is just really fast. I don't remember if there was something in the settings to make the text slower, but while on the screen you have a fast forward button. I can make the text faster than it's already, kind of hard to keep up with while reading, but I don't know if I can make it slower. And so it makes it a bit hard to sort of keep up with the story stuff. I get it. I don't know what's going on, but it's just sort of like you might just miss a few words at the end of a sentence or something because the text just sort of goes. But then there's some points where the text just sort of doesn't go. I don't know. It's just sort of weird and inconsistent. It's part of that rough around the edges quality that I was talking about. I think based on my hour and a half though so far, I'll probably play more of it because I was enjoying it. The levels can be a little long, but like I think that's just sort of the case with like tactical strategy games on the whole, is that you could end up in a level for a really long time. That could be an issue going forward, but overall I do think that I want to play more, and I think like if you can get it maybe on sale. I don't think it's not a very expensive game from what I remember, but I know that there's another one that looks like it might be better, has some DLC. Maybe check that one out instead. Check reviews, because I know when I was looking at reviews, things were pretty mixed. So those people who probably are fans of Advance Wars in some capacity or whatever, they might have a more complete understanding of the shortcomings of this game compared to Advance Wars in its ilk. The Advance Wars games didn't come out yet. Nintendo's been holding on to them, waiting for the global geopolitical situation to resolve itself in some capacity or whatever. So I was planning on getting that at some point, but it doesn't exist yet. So I'm here playing Tiny Metal instead, basically. Did I say that it passes? I think I'm going to pass it. I think I'll play more. If you're looking for an Advance Wars, you've played Advance Wars, and you're waiting for Reboot Camp, it doesn't seem like it's very long. There are 2 of them, and I might, if I end up enjoying playing through the game, I'll probably get the second one, and maybe I'll do a video on the second one too. I don't know. That's really all I had to say about Tiny Metal. So we'll get to the end bits here. If you go in the description, find a link, beacons.ai link, it'll take you to my Patreon, Bandcamp, Redbubble, etc. Places like that. Click the link, do what you do in all those places. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to keep with us in other shows. I do all sorts of stuff on this channel, so subscribe and you can see when I do those things. Leave a comment. Have you played Tiny Metal? What's your thoughts if you have? And have you played Advanced Wars? What's your favorite sort of tactical strategy RPG thing? Leave a comment. Share the video. Do the things. Anything. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye.